Let's talk about corporate leadership development. We spend billions and billions of dollars on it every year, but is it actually working? Today, we're going to break down a really interesting new model that's trying to fix this system. It's one that turns leadership training into a self-funding engine, not just for corporate growth, but for social impact too. So let's start with the problem. And we're going to kick things off with a number that is, well, pretty staggering. Nearly 4 out of every 5 CEOs admit they have a leadership skills gap inside their own companies. Just let that sink in for a second. The folks at the very top are saying the pipeline just isn't producing the leaders they need. Okay, so you've got that problem on one side, but at the exact same time, there's this other crisis happening. A full 70% of recent graduates are underemployed. So on one hand, you have companies desperate for skilled leaders, and on the other, you have this massive, enormous pool of smart, capable young talent just sitting on the sidelines. It's a huge disconnect, and that's the gap this model wants to bridge. So what does all this point to? Well, it tells us that the core problem is the leadership development model itself. It just seems to be broken. You know, the one-size-fits-all courses, the generic weekend seminars, they just aren't cutting it anymore. They're not delivering the results that companies or their people are crying out for. It all starts with a new philosophy, a new way of thinking, the SOOS framework, and it's the foundation for their entire approach. So, SOOS. It's an acronym, and it stands for 4 things: self, others, organization, and society. The big idea here is that modern leadership is about way more than just managing a team. It's a holistic skill, and it plays out across these 4 really critical areas of your life. So let's break that down. Self is all about you, your own mindset, your resilience. Others is about how you connect and collaborate with people. Organization is the bigger picture of strategy and systems thinking. And then there's society, which is about ethical leadership and making a positive impact on the world. The cool thing is, this framework is designed to work for everyone, whether you're just starting out or you're running the whole company. Okay, so the philosophy makes sense, but how does it actually work in the real world? This is where we get into the nuts and bolts of the precision engine. It's a 4-step journey that's designed to be continuous, ongoing, and super personalized. Let's take a look at the journey from a 30,000-foot view. First, there's an AI-powered evaluation. Then, what they call improvement architects build a custom growth plan just for you. As you make progress, you earn certifications. And finally, the whole thing is powered by a reward system that actually makes the ecosystem pay for itself. Let's dive into each of those steps. All right, step 1, the evaluation. And right off the bat, this is not your standard dusty old annual review. This is a real-time, 360-degree feedback loop. Feedback from your peers, your manager, and even performance data. All of that gets crunched into a private dashboard just for you that pinpoints exactly where you need to grow within that SOS framework. And remember that huge pool of untapped young talent we talked about. This is where they come into the picture. Instead of getting some generic video course, you're assigned a dedicated improvement architect, or IA. These are young, tech-savvy pros whose entire job is to take your personalized report and design custom micro-lessons, videos, and articles, they call them leads, to help you with your specific growth areas. You know, there's this quote that I think just nails it. The idea is that these IAs aren't just pulling pre-made videos off a shelf like a librarian. They are actively architecting a growth plan, building a unique learning path for you from the ground up. It's completely bespoke, not off the shelf. So, as a leader, you work through these custom leads, and a couple of really cool things happen. First, you earn tailored, shareable certificates that build a real portfolio of your skills. And second, you earn something called MEV, a crypto token that flows right back into the system to pay the IAs who are building your content. It creates this really powerful, self-reinforcing loop. And that little feedback loop, that brings us to what is, for my money, the most game-changing part of this whole thing, the idea of growth that actually pays for itself. It's an economic engine designed to be totally self-sustaining. Let's just put the old way and the new way side by side. It's a night and day difference. In the traditional model, a company pays a fortune for generic courses that have low engagement and, frankly, no real benefit to society. In the Me Vision model, the companies pledge friends a personalized system with high retention that also creates meaningful jobs for young people as a core part of how it works. So how does this self-funding thing actually work? It all boils down to this loop. An organization's pledge is what kicks it all off. That initial investment gives their leaders access to the platform and funds the salaries for the improvement architects. Then, as the leaders learn and grow, they're rewarded with tokens, which they use in the system, creating this continuous, self-powering cycle. So when you zoom out, you start to see that this is so much bigger than just one person's professional development. The model is designed to create what they call a triple win. It delivers real value on 3 different levels: for the individual, the organization, and society as a whole.
Let's break down who wins. First, you've got the leader. They get hyper-personalized development that actually helps them. Then, the organization wins. They get a more skilled workforce and a real, measurable talent pipeline. And finally, the young IA wins. They get meaningful work, daily pay, and super valuable experience. It's a system where everyone is helping everyone else grow.
And that is the punchline. That's why this matters so much. It totally reframes corporate training. It's not just an expense anymore. It's a high-impact investment. Every single leader who enrolls in this program directly funds a job for 2 to 5 young improvement architects. It's a model that tackles the corporate skills gap and youth unemployment at the exact same time. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. What if the billions we spend on professional development every year weren't just a cost center? What if that money could be an engine for creating jobs, for developing talent, and for tackling some of our biggest societal challenges? What if growth could truly and literally pay for itself?